Hello, I'm Margaret Ann Lembo, and we're here tonight to gather together to connect through guided imagery meditation to quiet our minds. And tonight I'm going to focus our guided imagery meditation. So if you wish, you can connect with an ancestor that is on the other side to honor these days during this time. We have October 31st, November 1st, and November 2nd when this is being recorded. That is the time to remember our ancestors and to honor our ancestors. Okay, so to begin the meditation, start out by putting your feet on the ground, uncross. So uncross your ankles or uncross your legs. Sit with your shoulders back and down. Sit up straight, but comfortably straight. Let your tongue rest on the roof of your mouth. And if you would lower your eyelids, close your eyes. You can let your hands rest comfortably in your lap, either palms up or palms down is fine. Put all of your awareness on the breath, on your breath, on the inhale and the exhale. And as you breathe in, become aware of how your feet are firmly planted on the ground. Be aware of your feet on the inhalation, and when you exhale, relax and release your feet. Next, be aware of your legs, your calves and your shins, your knees, your thighs. On the inhalation, be aware of your calves and your shins, your knees and your thighs. And then when you exhale, relax and release your legs. Let those muscles relax as you put your awareness on your hip bones and your pelvis. On the inhalation, be aware of your hip bones and your pelvis. And then when you exhale, let yourself relax and release your hip bones and your pelvis and that whole area, all those muscles. Good. Now, just really briefly, quickly, I would like for you to imagine that you're placing any worries, doubts, fears, negative thought forms that you've had in the past days, weeks, or maybe for months, and put it into a gray cloud right in front of you. It's very simple. Just use your imagination, make believe there's a gray cloud, and then just plop all those thought forms, those emotions, those worries into the gray cloud just with your intention. Anything that's been bothering you, put it into the gray cloud. Good. Doing a very fast version of this tonight, and that's okay. It works just as effectively as you place all those items into the gray cloud. Now it's time to let go of the gray cloud. Oh, we're doing this quickly. Go ahead and imagine that the soles of your feet have trap doors on the bottom of the soles of your feet, and open those trap doors. As soon as you do, know, have faith that this gray cloud is just streaming out of your energy field, your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, and your spiritual body, releasing, releasing, releasing anything that's no longer for your highest good. And it's going down into Mother Earth through the soles of your feet. And Mother Earth takes it on like compost, turns it into fertilizer. So just let it all go, release it all, clear it out. And then if you want to take another deep breath or two, feel free to like make a noise, like just let it go. Good. Excellent. Close those trap doors. Now put your attention on your spinal cord and imagine your spinal cord is filled with light. From the base of your spine to the top of your neck, imagine you're filling up your spinal cord like just like you can fill a glass with water, like or a tube with water. You can fill up your spinal cord with light from the base of your spine all the way up to the top of your neck, to the occiput. Filling yourself up with love, light, and well-being. Breathing up the light, having a quiet mind, feeling peaceful, more and more peaceful, more and more relaxed. Good, Good. Now put your attention on the center of your chest and imagine that you have a brilliant light beaming at your heart center, at your heart chakra. And imagine that light is getting brighter and brighter with every breath that you take. And it gets so bright, it gets so magnificent, so impressive that it begins to envelop you from the top of your head all the way down to below the soles of your feet, in front of you, behind you, all the way around you. You're enveloped in a cocoon of white light. And just as you breathe in and your body expands on the inhalation and contracts on the exhalation, so does this beautiful cocoon of white light that surrounds you, all of which came from the center of your own chest. That cocoon expands when you inhale. Imagine it, feel it, even see it in your mind's eye. And then when you exhale, imagine your energy fields contracting as you exhale. Beautiful white light, inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Good, good. Now become aware of your arms and your hands. On the inhalation, be aware of your arms and your hands. And then when you exhale, relax and release your arms and your hands. Let them go. Good. Now put all of your attention on the center of your forehead and imagine that there's a pathway behind the center of your forehead. The pathway can look like whatever you want. It could be a long corridor, it could be a hallway, or a pathway that takes you to a beautiful space. Walking up the pathway, walking up the pathway, walking up the pathway to the center of your brain, going all the way to the center of your consciousness, to your sacred space. When you get to the sacred space, you'll see, sense, feel, or just know that there's a door there. The door can look like whatever you want it to look like in your imagination, or you can just know there's a door. You don't have to see the door. Just feel or know there is a door right there in front of you. Let yourself put your hand out somehow to open the door. Maybe there's a handle. Make it look like whatever you want it to look like, whatever colors you want it to look like, and open the door. When you open the door, there's brilliant light streaming out the door. Go ahead and let your eyes adjust, your spiritual eyes adjust to the magnificent light in the sacred space that is your personal sacred space. No one can come there unless you want them to be there. It's your safe, sacred space. And as your eyes adjust, go ahead and imagine that the door closes gently behind you. And now you're in a place, a space, where if you do have someone that's on the other side that you want to connect with, this would be where you can ask and invite them to spend time with you. It's only going to be like a moment or two, maybe 3. Okay? So you just have to bring them to mind, and in that bringing them to mind, you can imagine, sense, or know that they're right there with you. One of your ancestors who loved you very much, still loves you. Maybe a pet, that your animal companion, could be anybody that you wish. And then just have a little moment to commune, heart to heart, mind to mind. You can just be present with each other. You don't have to say anything, but you can if you want. And you can be open to them saying something to you. Stay aware of your breath, the inhale and the exhale, using your imagination. It's Staying present in this moment. If any other thoughts arise that don't relate to this moment in time, just observe what the thought is and let it pass away. And in this moment, you're connecting in your sacred space, if you wish, with an ancestor, an elder, someone who you considered wise that is on the other side. Or it could even be an angel or a saint. So be open to who wants to come and be with you in this moment, only of the highest, highest level of consciousness, surrounding yourself with the love and the goodness that you are. Heart to heart and mind to mind, take note of the thoughts that run through your head, or if you have an image of someone you know and love come to mind, just take note. Good. Now, just as easily as they showed up to have a moment with you at this time when the portal between the worlds is a little bit more open, the veil is quite thin right now. But just as easily, you can decide that the meeting is over, at least for now, and give gratitude for them coming to be with you, even if it was just through a thought, a feeling, a sensation. Feel yourself surrounded by love and well-being and blessings. As the image or sensation of whoever came to visit dissipates, with gratitude they float away or seem to disappear. And you become aware that you're in your sacred space. You might look around a little bit to become familiar, because if you haven't been here before in the sacred space, get to know your sacred space, because you can come back here anytime you want, very quickly and easily. Now turn around and go back to where you came in. Imagine you're right at the door that closed behind you. Turn around, see, sense, or feel, know that door. And just as easily as you close it, you can open it again. As you open it, one more moment of gratitude for the experience, as short and sweet as it was, and step over that threshold back onto the pathway. Close the door behind you and start walking down the pathway. Walking down that pathway back to the center of your forehead. Being aware of your breath as you get closer and closer to your actual forehead, and be aware of your actual forehead. Be aware of that place, the center of your forehead. And as you do, it's time to bring yourself fully back from this experience. Let yourself rotate your wrists, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, rotate your ankles as you come fully back to the room, fully back to the here and now. If you want, you can cross your legs again and be aware that you are love, and all that is attracted to you and all that surrounds you is love. If you have a notepad nearby and some things came up in your mind during that short little meditation, I recommend that you let yourself grab your pen and jot a few notes down, or pick up your mobile device and quickly jot a few thoughts down. Maybe the name of the person that came to mind, or an angel, whatever it was, whatever the experience was, just some key phrases like bullet points. Good. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for doing this with me. That was the shortest, fastest one of those I've ever done. So I hope that you had some kind of a positive experience and that you were able to feel peace and calm, and also a moment to connect with the ancestors. I'm Margaret Ann Lembo. Thank you so much for being part of this meditation. Much love and many blessings.